Are you Lloyd approved or not Lloyd approved? Or do you at least want the world to think you're Lloyd approved? Then visit Zazzle.com/The Cinema Snob and buy a shirt with Lloyd's face on it. It's much easier than getting your chest branded. Wait, there's a 70s version of Doctor Strange? Well, that clearly means that the new one sucks and the older one is better, simply on the grounds that the old one is old and the new one is new. I'm just kidding. It's a failed TV pilot from 1978, and it's one of the porniest things I've ever reviewed that doesn't actually have porn in it. The film aired on September 6, 1978 on CBS, which had some success with The Incredible Hulk and The Amazing Spider-Man, and even the box cover is looking at you like it's desperate to test your deep-throating skills. Since the film is a proposed pilot, it is an origin story for Dr. Stephen Strange, and we do get plenty of backstory. There is a barrier that separates the known from the unknown. Yes, it's called the obscure TV movie. In every age and time, some of us are called upon to join the battle. What the hell? Is Kirk Cameron starring as Doctor Strange? The battle is at the St. Louis Arch, apparently. What? They abbreviated the word doctor in the title? I am outraged for not knowing if that's good or bad. Ooh, they got that Peter to star as Strange. He's a hootin'. The film also features Santa Claus, Morticia Addams, extras from The Devil's Reign, one of Jigsaw's booby traps, Trumpy, and Star Trek. Here we're introduced to our villain, Morgan Le Fay, just hanging out in hell.
Raise your head and look up on me. Would it please you to be of service to me again?
It would please me.
The Devil and Miss Jones didn't have this much hell foreplay. Here Le Fay is given dominance over men's souls so she can defeat an earthly wizard, all because the Nameless One must transfer his powers to a successor.
Then I will send you into the world you have been exiled from. Find your enemy under the ancient symbol of light.
And he has a wicked sore throat. Le Fay has just 3 days to complete this task, or else... funky music will play over the whole city as if the world is one giant grindhouse film. John Mills plays Thomas Lindmer, the Sorcerer Supreme, because I guess they saw the name Ancient One and assumed it meant they needed to hire an old man. And I do mean old.
Help me stand.
I've heard of sleepwalking through a performance, but this guy needs help in even doing that. This ancient book proves that Morgan Le Fay is also the Babadook, and there's only one person in the world that Lindmer can pass his powers to.
Good morning.
You're late.
Johnny fucking Wad. Don't believe me? We've just met him and he's already talking about sex.
Lipstick on your cheek. And I can smell her perfume. It's not very expensive perfume.
That's because I gave it to her. I never agreed to it. I think it's fine for doctors and nurses to fall in love.
Falling in love wasn't the question. It was making love.
Oh.
I'm sure your patients really love hearing your bang regiment. Even this lady talking about her ulcers and booze can be set to sexy music.
Well, I gotta have a little now and then. Just a little.
Look, if you don't stop drinking, you know it's going to kill you.
Give me a little something, Doc, won't you? Just this once.
I've got an extra bed.
And it gets even sexier every time Jessica Walter is on screen, here playing an evil sorceress version of Archer's mother. And she has her eyes set on her next victim. So So is the Terminator about to show up? The music is keeping me on the edge of my seat, but I don't know why. I often see the psycho lady from Play Misty for me in my visions too. LaFay's powers just don't seem to end.
You shall not pass me, Morgan.
Your barriers have fallen. You cannot stop me now.
I have cast you out before. You shall not pass by me, Morgan.
This was revolutionary filmmaking. Why have actors memorize their lines when they can just read them in post? This here is Clea Lake, 'cause that's a name, who becomes possessed by LaFay to do her evil bidding.
Oh no!
Well, at least he fell to a beat that you can dance to. He's fine. Good thing he didn't hit the car, he may have sprained his ankle. And he's smart enough to apply heat directly to the sore spot. Even the characters in the movie are finding something else to watch on TV. Also, I think the film stock may have just caught fire. And in case you're lost because you had to get up to use the restroom.
She used a girl as an instrument, an innocent soul. Morgan possessed her body and then discarded it.
I know, I was there. I saw it happen like 5 minutes ago. Good thing they drew this incredibly accurate sketch since cameras didn't exist back then. Here's our hero again, who's had the least amount of screen time so far, and he's just walking around.
Scott, so am I. No, you don't. Come here. I'm gonna settle this thing once and for all. We'll search this place. Check.
Hey, I was watching that! I see less of a ladies' man and more of a suburban dad deciding which magazines to renew subscriptions for. Goddamn, other movies are in this movie more than Doctor Strange is. All the excitement of someone going to sleep, then cutting to another character already asleep, and then back to the sleeping character.
Is he dead?
And then the previous scene is reenacted for us by a speak and spell. This makes sense to me though. I as well often dream I'm in a Stevie Nicks music video. Think she has it bad? LaFay can't decide which floor she's supposed to go to. And you better remember to take your keys with you. And stop causing car accidents! You have a sickness, ma'am. We need to get you to the ER before more cars run off the road. This is Doctor Strange's most impressive power, turning into a black man. Just kidding. Quick, wake up our star. He's due on set. And don't forget to change his name to Dr. Sex.
Doesn't seem to be a blow to the head. Lie down, please. Just respect.
I don't want to see the oral test. I also don't want to see more flashbacks.
There was an old man. A woman pushed him over a railing in front of a car.
Again, I already saw this. This Doctor Strange has the magical power of repeating itself. Actor Peter Hooton was 28 at the time of filming, which goes along with how everyone in the 70s looked 45 at the youngest. Except for Jessica Walter, though. Ooh, hot. Hell, I'm pretty sure John Mills here is actually 36. Lindmer desperately wants to see Clea at the hospital. I'm glad I'm watching the producer's cut. In the theatrical version, LaFay just pushed her on some farm equipment. And why does this appear to be turning into another movie?
Good morning, Mr. Brown. Feeling a little better today.
Okay, I may have added that soundtrack, but I didn't add this one.
It's all right now, don't worry. You can sit up in bed and watch television. How about that?
If the movie wants to watch General Hospital, just watch General Hospital. It's nice that this guy at least makes house calls. There's a fucking bell. But someone sinister is watching. Roll damn, this is just getting sillier.
It's me, dummy. Kitty, kitty. I'm a returnable, too. If you see Higgins, tell him never mind about sending the rats. I tried one of them and I just don't like them.
Oh look, it's a stray, as in straying from the comics. The most unrealistic thing here is that it's a 70s hospital that doesn't allow smoking. By the way, it doesn't even matter if Stephen Strange is on screen or not. It's still a porn.
I'm sorry, sir. Visiting hours are from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. You'll have to come back later. Nurse DeGale.
This is an unusual situation. I have pertinent information about the girl.
The creator of Wonder Woman didn't put his kinks out there as much as this film. As long as they keep looking, I'm sure they'll find Brooke Shields somewhere. Dr. Strange is told that he and Clea share a psychic bond and that he's the heir to become Lindmer's successor, all because of his father's magical ring. Plus, there's the secret handshake. Doctor Strange doesn't fall for the 200-degree hand buzzer, but the funky music sure does! Why in the hell do people keep roofying his patient?
You lied to her. You gave her Thorazine, the one thing she was afraid of. You put her to sleep.
A tranquilizer is not a sedative, Doctor.
Right? It's practically caffeine.
Now, you do have a personal interest in this girl. I can see it.
Dr. Frank Taylor, please call
You've
your
just
office.
lost your objectivity.
Dr. Frank.
Exactly. You're not being objective. You went into this case wanting to like your patient. Doctor Strange is being followed as LaFay wonders how to give Strange a slug bug through magic. By trying to punch his shoulder with a bus. I sure hope he picks a cool way to walk away from all this. '70s bus dodging badass. He's got nothing else to do in this movie. Might as well tour a wax museum for a while. Here's the entryway into the Flintstones dining room. Lindmer tells him more about his father's ring and about how he followed a star to witness the birth of Jesus. He also inflates Strange's ego some more.
You've been gifted with a clear mind and a love for humanity, hence your choice to become a doctor. Also, some latent talents, which even you are not aware of yet. Such as what?
Well, such as your 13-inch penis. With that, we can defeat Nazi Love Island. He also learns about other powers that he can use.
The ability to take the fundamental forces of the universe and direct them, control them with the will. Alchemy, sorcery, magic, or science. It's been called by many names.
And the power to change into any animal that comes to mind.
Manimal.
Hell, his whole point in being here is to help his patient Clea. If this were a porn, it'd be a much shorter movie, and he'd prescribe her a hot dose of Love Potion 69, and that'd be it. It'd even include this look. That's right, even without sex, we are treated to his cum face. Clea, meanwhile, has slipped into a coma, and the only thing to save her is Strange's astro body slipping into her dream universe, plus these words.
In the name of Rael, Scourge of Demons, I command you be gone.
Great, now say it like you aren't a soccer dad who's shooing away the neighbor's dog. This movie better not get trippy. Welp, I'm high. Well, oh my god! One of the directions leads to the Star Baby, the other leads to the cum shot at the end of Behind the Green Door. And there's LaFay posing next to a giant dick. Luckily, we're not watching this on live television, so we don't have to sit through the commercial breaks, and instead we can get right to the acid trippy madness. Why go to the theaters to see the groove tube when Doctor Strange magically turns your TV into a groove tube? This movie is one bad trip away from turning into The Taming of Rebecca. I'm just saying I could see this scene ending with Doctor Strange forcing needles into her nipples. I hope this doesn't get weirder.
In the name of Ryle, scourge of demons, I command you, be gone! Be gone!
And then a horse showed up. When did this movie slip something into my clinker brick wine? I only ask because I might want seconds. This looks like traveling through Toucan Sam's anus. At this point, it doesn't matter what version of Doctor Strange you watch. Odds are you're gonna get Woodstock flashbacks, even if you weren't actually at Woodstock. So now that that's over, should we put on Head on Laserdisc? Even this scene with the Nameless One feels like it's gonna end with a hard bang.
Why have you spared him?
I am still a woman. And the man attracted me.
Then you find no satisfaction in my service.
I would feel the warmth of a man's arms again.
And then Jessica Walter fucks a puppet. She's in big trouble because she doesn't want to kill Doctor Strange on the grounds that she's attracted to him. And who wouldn't be attracted to that dad bod? By the way, we're an hour into this film, and the only costume we've seen Doctor Strange in is as a beatnik. A beatnik who still gets plenty of hot sex.
If you wanted to, you could help me with my homework sometime.
Well, doctors aren't supposed to get involved with their patients.
Yes, if she gets an F, teacher's gonna give her a spanking. They have a date for the night, but Strange has burning questions he needs answered.
Call me a rational man, I am. I want to stay that way.
Doctor. Well, excuse me, Master, but let me speak, please.
Why do you call him Master?
Because of what he's taught me.
With leather. Lots of leather. Unfortunately, he lets in an unwelcome guest. Oh no, the Sorcerer Supreme is allergic to cats! Wait, that's no cat at all. Well, that was terrifying, and I'm still very much attracted to her. Well, it seems she may have set Wong on fire before he even got to a first-name basis with his master. Not to mention... well, the Terminator's back, and peeking through Groot's asshole. I'm surprised this pilot didn't get picked up. Where else can you see Jessica Walter having a laser dick measuring contest with Mr. Wizard while the audience drops acid?
Come, Asmodeus, Prince of Hell. It is Morgan who commands you. Come and take him into our domain.
Maybe hell's not that bad?
If I had only listened. But no. Not me.
See? He'll get to meet Estes Perkle. But meanwhile, in the porn...
Well, are you gonna let me in?
Maybe. Come on in.
You look beautiful.
Just kidding. I'm sure there's nothing sexual about the rest of this scene.
Home, sweet home.
You ought to see my place. It makes this look like heaven.
I'll be ready in a minute. Can I offer you something?
I'd love a hot bath.
How about settling for a cold beer?
I've never seen Coors Light advertised so sexually. Gross! Unfortunately, there is no Dana. There is only Zool and Jessica Walter.
She won't be harmed if you come with me.
Come with you where?
Just come.
Already did. LaFay shows Strange the power of the dark side.
Look at me. Am I pleasing to you?
And I'm sold. Hell, here he finally gets a costume. Great, so he's Anton LaVey now. The movie left out that part of this satanic propaganda. I fail to see what's wrong here.
Why do you draw away?
The touch of your lips is cold.
This movie isn't doing a good job of making me side against the villain. I may be thinking with my penis in this review, but I'm also not sure if I should be confused as to whether I'm watching a TV movie or hard gore. Seeing Lindmer all strung up is making him question whether or not he wants to be the new member of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Aw, damn, his one weakness, rubber snakes. Thank God he has fire.
Witch!
Hey, that's Mistress Witch to you, and if you don't do what she says, she's gonna damn you into being in a John Derek movie. And since Lindmer is saved through the power of jump cut, LaFay's punishment is that the Nameless One turns her into our 4th president, James Madison. Wong is still alive, thank God. That way he can be promoted to the chief and top dog. Maybe Dr. Strange is only in costume for 15 minutes because Mr. T only loaned them that bling for half the day. But Strange is now told that with the new powers of the Sorcerer Supreme, he has a whole lot more responsibility.
What will I be called upon to do?
Become more than a man. And renounce such earthly pleasures.
Will I be asked to give up even love?
No, but please, for the love of God, shave that mustache. And what the hell, God?
Stephen Strange, you are the one who is chosen.
So is he Doctor Strange or Charlie's New Angel? Make up your mind, movie. He's given a much different costume, this one on loan from Bible Man, and without 100 pounds of gold around his neck. Now we can get to the real climax.
The Harrison girl and Mr. Masterson were discharged yesterday.
Good.
We're up to 7 empty beds. That's the most we've had in a year.
Excellent. No admissions yesterday.
None.
The movie's one true calling, being a fucking medical drama. Hey, LaFay is still alive somehow.
How did you come to learn this method?
That's a long story. If you come to one of my seminars, you'll hear all about it.
You have a lot of young people with you here today, and I was wondering, does this method have a particular appeal to young people?
And she created a cult. I'd join. And can we seriously wrap this up?
I thought you said doctors weren't supposed to get involved with their patients.
Well, I could help you with your homework. That would make it a professional visit. Okay?
I'd love it.
I'll come for you at 7.
Yes, you're both going to come at 7. That's sexual! This movie's been over for like 10 minutes. But we gotta see him using his powers for the utmost importance. Fucking with street magicians. Now can we end the movie? And then he breaks his hands in a car accident and then travels to another country to get magical powers. And don't forget, kids, give a hootin', don't go pollutin'. While Doctor Strange may not have been a rating smash, hence why it wasn't picked up to series, Stan Lee actually recalls a very positive experience in working on the Doctor Strange TV movie, and one of the reasons cited for the film having disappointing ratings was the fact that the movie aired opposite the hit miniseries Roots. Damn you, DC Universe! Though if there's one thing you can't take away from the 1978 Doctor Strange, it's that this is certainly one of the few Marvel movies that you could truly describe as funkalicious. And a prime example of what happens when you take the porn out of the porn. The new Doctor Strange is only rated PG-13, so you'll have to wait for the DVD version to see the X-rated cut. I sure hope you like your handjob scenes with scars and metal joints! I may be thinking of Crash.
And I am Ishtar, bloody Ishtar, and